It's Mardi Gras season, it's carnival season, and in the South they have this saying, laissez les bon temps rouler. It means, let the good times roll. Well, I don't know about you, but this saying and this season really makes me want to cherish every moment. It makes me want to revisit work-life balance. I don't know about you, but I think we can all use work-life balance. Well, I don't know about you, but it feels like every day we're bombarded with more things on our to-do list. More obligations and more responsibilities. Not only at the workplace, not only at our jobs, but in our households, with our loved ones and our families. Well, my name is Nia Nix. I'm an artist and social worker, and I understand your struggles. So today we're going to be talking about how you can master work-life balance. As I paint these coconuts, yes, you heard me right. I'm painting coconuts. And in case you didn't know, it is a Mardi Gras tradition, a New Orleans tradition, to paint and hand out coconuts at this parade known as the Zulu Parade. These Zulu parades are organized and thrown by the Zulu Social Aid and Pleasure Club. And the Zulu Club is one of the oldest, traditionally African American Mardi Gras crews. The legend has it that their first parade was in 1909. And originally, the Zulu Club would throw the coconuts with all of the hair and the fur that coconuts naturally have. But now, it's a tradition to paint them and decorate them. So, that's why I'm painting coconuts. But let's get back to work-life balance and what are some things you can do? The first thing I would tell anyone to do is to reflect. Reflect on, why are you overworking? Do you have a wound where you feel unworthy, that if you don't reach these milestones and accomplishments, that you'll just feel awful about yourself? Do you have a scarcity-based wound where you're afraid that you won't have enough resources and money unless you overwork? Do you overwork because work has become your only safe place and you hate to go home because it feels like a disaster? Or do you overindulge and party a little too hard because it's the only escape you have? It's the only time you can feel free of worry, and it's the closest thing you can get to peace. I would encourage you to reflect on, why do you overwork? Why do you overindulge? Why do you party too much? And what is the reason why you are struggling with balance? Then, once you self-reflect and you get to the root of what's going on, you're going to be that much closer to mastering work-life balance. Then some days you're going to have to lean into work-life harmony, work-life alignment, work-life fulfillment, or work-life integration. Because the truth is, some days it's going to be too hard to achieve a perfect work-life balance. Some days your work is going to need more from you, and some days your family and friends will need more from you. Some days your family and friends will have graduations, weddings, and even family emergencies, and they're just going to really need your presence a lot more. Then some days your job is going to have a lot of projects and deadlines, and they're going to need more of your focus and attention. And if you're a small business owner, sometimes you're going to have to work more on your small business. Some days you're going to have to put in overtime, and that's okay. Some days you're not going to be able to meet all of your productivity goals because you have to show up for your friends and family, and that is okay. So on those really rough days where you can't have work-life balance, lean into work-life harmony. Another thing you can do is to focus on your inner balance. When you can't control or manage what's going on at the workplace, what's going on in your home, what's going on with your family and friends, just shift the focus back to you. Just focus on getting your balance back first. Ask yourself, do you have a balanced diet? Are you eating enough calories in the day? And are you getting all your nutrition and vitamins? Are you getting your water intake? Are you hydrated? Are you well rested? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you sleeping for at least 8 hours? Are you really taking care of your mind, body, and soul? And just focus on that. Focus on your wellness. Focus on yourself. Focus on your inner balance, and everything will fall into place. Now, let's go to the Endymion Parade together. This parade is considered to be one of the major events of the Mardi Gras season. The Endymion crew is considered to be one of 3 major Mardi Gras crews. They've had so many celebrity guest appearances. From Carrie Underwood, Maroon 5, Kelly Clarkson, Flo Rida, and Pitbull, or you may know him as Mr. Worldwide. And the truth is, the Endymion crew has had so many public figures and celebrity guest appearances that it's hard to list everyone that has attended and performed. I'm sure you can see why the Endymion Parade and the Endymion crew is considered to be such a big deal. But did you know that they throw an estimate of 15 million throws of souvenirs and beads each year? They even have this saying, to throw until it hurts. And I think we can learn a life lesson from this. We can learn to let things go. We can learn to let things be. We can learn to cast our worries away. We can learn to cast our anxieties away by just letting it go. So if it isn't crucial, if it isn't detrimental, if it's not a life or death situation, maybe you can just ask yourself, can I just let this go? Can I just let this be? I know this is easier said than done, but once you get into the practice of letting things go and letting them be, you're gonna feel so much more liberated and free. Another thing that is going to help you is having very clear boundaries. You should have rules and standards for yourself of what you will do and what you will not do once you clock off. Whether you're self-employed or if you work at an agency, you need to have these boundaries to protect yourself from burnout and overworking. Another thing is, don't be afraid to delegate tasks. Don't be afraid to ask someone for help. Whether you are a business owner or you work a 9-to-5, don't be afraid to ask for help. There is no reason to be ashamed if you need a little extra help, especially if you're not knowledgeable on the topic or what you have to do. So always delegate and get help if you need help. So you can practice work-life balance by self-reflecting on what do you need to balance? leaning into work-life harmony, focusing on your inner balance, letting things go, setting clear boundaries, and asking for help when you need it. I really hope this video helped you, and I'm wishing you all the best. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe.